is this luminous yellow thing. It's nearly finished, and if I carried on last night I probably would have finished him, but I decided at 3 a.m. that I needed to sleep because my middle child tends to wake up at about 5. Really early riser. It's not a fun game. So hopefully you guys know what this is. My middle one is slightly obsessed right now. So he got a couple of DVDs really cheap of the Pokemon movies. Not the original one, though, because the original one I saw and came out when I was about 11, 12. But we can't seem to find that one without it being extortionately expensive. So there's its little lightning bolt tail. I've got to put some stripes on its back, arms, legs, another eye, cheeky cheeks, and embroidering a mouth, which is what this is about. So that'll be done by next week. This is for his birthday. His birthday is next Friday. So they go back to school on the Tuesday and his birthday's Friday. So he's one of the big kids in his class. And he's starting full-time school, which is rather scary. I'm just going to push you up a tiny, tiny, tiny bit. Sorry. I'm so sorry. Right, so I don't know if I mentioned that I learnt to knit in January. This is about the 4th time that I've done this podcast today, and yeah, it's been a long day. Oh, there we go. I'm so sorry. Ugh. I'm sorry. It sucks. I will work out something better by next week. So I made my dad a sock. This is my half-finished object. So we have one sock. The first thing I done when I learnt to knit was I made myself a pair of socks. Because obviously that's what you do when you first learn to knit. Probably not. When I first learned to crochet, I made myself an amigurumi. I've since learned that most people learn to crochet by doing a granny square. I done a sausage dog. Right, anyway, so that's his first sock. He saw mine, and my dad is 82 and he has vascular dementia. He's actually had it for nearly 8 years now, and he's doing really well, and he still remembers a lot. But he saw my sock and he started talking about when he was young, his mum used to make knitted socks for all of them. I mean, my dad's 82, so he grew up during World War II and rationing, and everyone just made everything, and everyone grew their own everything, and that's the way it was. So it wasn't unusual or rare or, special to have handmade stuff. It was more special to have commercially made stuff, which is kind of insane now. But anyway, would you mind making me some socks? And yeah, sure, Dad. I'll make you some socks. Of course I will. This one took me from probably February to the start of August to make one sock. My dad doesn't even have big feet. His feet are UK 9. My feet are UK 8. So I done that one. It took months and months and months and months. This one is a half-finished object. I started this 10 days ago. And realistically, I'm halfway down the foot. So I don't know what I was playing at with the other sock, but this one, I am nearly done. This yarn is, I'm probably going to butcher their name, Ani and Carlos Sock Yarns. I have a slight intolerance. I have really sensitive skin. I have a slight intolerance. I have a hole there. Can anyone see that hole? Right there? It annoys me. Sorry, I have a slight, there, see it? Right there. But I can fix that, that's fine. Tangent. I have a slight intolerance to wools. So obviously what I do for a hobby is I crochet and knit. Because that's what you do when you're intolerant to something that uses that. Sorry, tangent again. But this isn't too bad. This isn't, obviously I'm only using it on my hands. This isn't overly irritating my skin. This is quite nice. It's not the nicest yarns on earth. It's quite rough. But for socks they have to be rough. They have to have bite, because otherwise you're going to go through them the first time you wear them. It's why you don't make it out of really nice silky yarns, because the first time you wear them they'd be destroyed. Right, so what have I done this week? I have bought I bought myself a sock knitting book. It's this one. So it's Easy Knitting Socks. I got this second hand off eBay, because I get most of my books second hand. A lot of them are from eBay. So I've got, this is just sticky, like craft washi tape. So it's not going to ruin the book or anything. And it's just the patterns that I like. I've had a quick look through it. It only came this morning. The issue that I do have with this book, I've learnt to knit socks using magic cable. Is it called magic cable in knitting? So 1 second. I'm so sorry. It's not helping me because I can't find it. Circular knitting. Yeah, magic loop. Sorry. This, most of the patterns in this are actually knit on straight needles and then seamed up. I'm not sure how I feel about it, but I'm going to show you my favourite ones, if I can show you without showing the pattern. So, this is basic tubular socks. This is how I like to knit my socks. So they're top down, then heel, gusset, toe. Simple. So that's what I'm doing right now. I really want to extend what I can do. I think part of crafting is adapting and constantly learning. I mean, especially for me, it's learning new things all the time. So this one, hide the pattern. So stripy socks. So that will teach me to use more than one colour at a time. So you're actually striping each one rather than using self-striping yarns. What else do we have that I really, really liked? These ones are mock cable ones. So I think they're really pretty. And I really want to learn cabling. So I thought mock cabling might be a good place to start. And they're really cute, and I think they're done on something a bit chunkier as well, which is quite nice. And the other ones that I really like are these. Oh, you can't really see that very well. They're ribbed socks, but it's ribbed all the way down. It's not just a ribbed cuff, which I really like. Right, and the only other thing that I'm so sorry, I've got a really itchy nose today. The only other thing that I have bought is yarn. My mother-in-law gave me a Amazon gift card for my birthday. So I decided that I was going to buy some yarn. And I saw this and couldn't resist. So it's the Serdar Heart and Soul yarns. This one is actually my favourite colourway, and this is the reason I bought it. It was a pack of 4, and I think it was £12 something. It came to like just under £15 for all 4 plus shipping. So I thought that was really good. This one is shade 0165. They are all 100 gram balls, and that's 410 metres, and they're 75% wool and 25% nylon. I wonder if it will show you. I wonder if it's my face in a way. Is it going to show you or not? So you might just be looking at a blur right now. Yep, looks like you're just looking at a blur. But this is my favourite colourway. So this has got the blacks. It's got black and pink and teal and an icy blue and some purple. And it's just all the colours that make me happier in there. It's lovely. And then we have the blue. This is the blue that the mittens are made out of. So I've seen how it crochets up. I might knit him some socks for Christmas. This is shade 0164, and all the details are the same as what the other one is, but this is just blues with a nice warm creamy colour, almost a sandy colour going through there. Isn't it pretty? That is just lovely. And then we have pinks and purples, again with that same like warm beigey colour going through, and I think that's the one thing that's in common with all of these. This one is shade 010, no, 0160. I can't even read today anymore. But beautiful colours. There's a Cadbury purple and some lavender and some nice hot pink, some grey. This might become a hat. I might knit myself a hat out of this. I'd like to wear this with this colour hair. Or should I just, you know, I might make hats to match my hair. Then every time I change my hair, I get a new hat. This is the most retro colour I have ever seen. It's shade number 0161, and it screams 70s at me. It's a mustard yellow and purple and orange and some chocolatey colours, and that same like sandy tan colour going through it. Oh, if I hold it that way, I can still see the label. But it is just beautiful, and I absolutely love it. Oh, look how pretty that looks. These little chiffons coming down here like that. Isn't that fantastic? I need to use these. These are not allowed to just sit and stash.